Memphis Wrestling is back! Come and see the stars of Championship Wrestling from Memphis on Sunday, March 7th at 2 p.m. Limited tickets are on sale now at ChampionshipWrestlingMemphis.com.
This episode is brought to you by Spunk Lube. Spunk Lube is the perfect blend of water and silicone. It is an all-purpose personal lubricant that can be used for any occasion. You will love the natural feeling and look of it. It is safe for sensitive skin. Go to spunklube.com and tell them Shootin The Shiznit sent you.
Oh, you didn't know? Well, your ass better, you better tell someone. Tell someone about STSPod.club. Tell them now. Call them. Text them. Tell them. Telegram. Send them video messages. Whatever. Tell them.
All the Right Notes, the first book by Twitter influencer Lance Levine. It's a wild ride down a path of musical adventure that recaps many random run-ins with rock royalty, such as U2, Slash, The Ramones, The Goo Goo Dolls, and many more. And all the crazy occurrences that have happened to him that trace back to music. All the Right Notes is 209 pages, sure to bring a smile to your face and to remind you how much music has probably touched your life as well.
All the Right Notes, available now on Amazon in paperback for $14.99 and on Kindle for all you tech warriors for $9.99. Also at local Chicago bookstores, as well as Rolling Stone Records on Harlem and Irving. If you can't find it, ask for it by name. All the Right Notes by Lance Levine. And I have been told I could not put it down. I read it all in one day. So order it now and see what all the fuss is about.
Brian Tramel, Rhino JB, rolling into Memphis. Premieres February 27th on ChampionshipWrestlingMemphis.com.
Shootin the Shiznit, Shootin the Shiznit, best little wrestling podcast in the business. Your host BT, and always guests. You'll never know who he'll have next. Shootin the Shiznit, Shootin the Shiznit, best little wrestling podcast in the business. Shootin the Shiznit.
Hey, we're live from STS Studios in Jonesboro, Arkansas. And we got the one and only, the Gun Show, Brett Michaels. How the hell are you, Brett?
What's up? I'm glad to be on here, man.
Man, it's been a lot.
It's your Gun Show, right?
Yeah, I see that. So go ahead and show it up. Now take your shirt off. Look, no. Man, it's been a long time since we actually this show is with people that I've been knowing for a long time or someone I just met. You kind of fall into the in between because we worked together, but I really didn't know you, didn't hang out with you before or after the shows. And we're going to talk about something that you reminded me of probably after the commercial. But first of all, I mean, this is the way I started. I mean, we're shooting the Shiznit, that's what we're doing. But I'd like to know, how did you become a wrestling fan? How did it happen? I know you're in the Tupelo, Mississippi area, but let's talk about that. How did you get it?
I see. I'm from the Mid-South, so every Saturday morning, it was Memphis Wrestling. You turned it on Channel 5. At that point, it was on Channel 5 whenever I started watching it. So got on there, started watching it. Every Saturday, I was glued to the TV watching, and then, boom. I guess I decided to try to see if I could do it too.
So growing up watching Memphis Wrestling, it was in Tupelo. It aired there. It aired kind of pretty much where everything's going to start with the CW show. But you were in Tupelo. They aired in Evansville. Did you in where else? Jonesboro got the show because I watched it from that area.
They were everywhere that the WMC could be picked up on at that time. And,
so you got the WMC show. You didn't get the week delay or anything like that, right?
It was live. I don't know if it was live, but they made it. They made it sound like it was live. It was the studio show.
Right.
So, yeah.
Right. Well, good deal. Good deal. I grew up on the same thing. And so who was your favorite wrestlers on Memphis Wrestling?
Yeah. Oh, man, I can't say that, man. I've already wrestled half of them. Growing up watching Memphis, you always got to say Jerry Lawler. I mean, everybody loved Jerry Lawler. Even if you denied now, you liked him if he was a kid. If he was an adult, you liked him when he was the bad guy. So, I mean, Lawler... I liked a lot of the other guys. I mean, Brickhouse Brown, Don Bass, Eddie Gilbert, Doug Gilbert, all them. Those are the ones I wanted to see every week.
Right. I tell people this, and you probably relate to this, and they don't understand it unless they grew up in this area. But when we were on the playgrounds, it wasn't about anything but, okay, we're going to wrestle. I'm Jerry Lawler. You're Bill Dundee, and we're going to fight.
Time. It's always Lawler versus Dundee if you're going to play wrestle.
Yeah. And then that little kid that got through off the monkey bars with a suplex stopped everything, and he messed everything up for all of us.
Break an arm and you got to stop it.
So
nowadays, if you look at them wrong, they get offended, and then you get sued. So I mean,
there you go. So grew up watching Memphis. So now, because I find myself watching maybe 2 or 3 shows. But here's the weird thing, because I do a podcast and I've been doing it for over 4 years now, 2 episodes a week, I don't listen to wrestling podcasts because I don't know. I guess I don't want anything influencing me. I guess that's the best way of saying it. But do you find yourself not watching the business now, or are you still glued to the TV screen?
I don't watch it like I did. Now I'll watch AEW all day long. I mean, they pull me in because it feels more like an actual show. I mean, like a live event. Like WWE, we try to watch a little bit of it the other day, and I mean, I get what they're doing. You don't have a live audience, so you can do whatever you want to with your matches. You got Alexa Bliss changing into 3 different gimmicks in one match. You can't do that in a live show. So I get what they do, and it's more of an entertainment value. But man, I grew up when you had to make it believable. I mean, it's the territory days, everything had to be believable or nobody cared.
Right. So, yeah, it's true. It's a total different thing. Yeah. It's totally different business, and it's one of those things where, and you're in it, you've been in it forever, and it's one of those things where you're either going to sit there and keep saying, I don't want to get better, I don't want to do anything different, and that's not what you've done, because I remembered you were flying all over the place the last one of the times I was there, and you did all the, what they call flippity floppity horse shit.
Yeah, I did, but then I got old.
Yeah. Well, you got to
learn. I didn't have to do all that crap no more. If I'd learned that a lot younger, I'd been good.
Well, what do you think? You said you like AEW, and I'm a huge fan of AEW. I think since October, I think they have been. I told my buddy here that helps me with the podcast, I have not given a thumbs down. I do thumbs up, thumbs in the middle, thumbs down since October. Now, I can't remember a wrestling show, except maybe Memphis when I was a kid, that I can actually think that it's been that good for so long. And so my question is, you said, well, I got old and you changed your style. Are these guys going to be able to walk by the time they're, 40 years old?
The young flippy guys?
Yeah.
If they keep on doing it, man, it's going to be hard. I also gained about 30 pounds.
Oh,
so
yeah.
It's kind of hard for me to do some flips unless somebody's doing the flipping for me.
Right. You do the catching part. So
yeah, I do catch all day long.
I went on WrestlingRideOnline.com, and it's still up. If you go to my link, you can go there and look at all the stories I wrote and where I went to it. And I started going through. I just typed in your name to see. I had seen you in XOW. Yeah. I seen a show with you at EPW. Yeah. And TFW. I seen a bunch of stuff where you were in Trenton, Tennessee. Now, how did you end up in Trenton, Tennessee?
Man, okay. give a little bit of credit where credit's due, even though it's like talking, giving somebody credit when they're about to like the devil. But Jimmy Blaylock.
Oh, no.
Jimmy Blaylock. Technically, he's my arch rival right now.
Oh, okay. All right.
I finally kicked him to the curb, like literally. I hit him with a super kick, and he hasn't been back in Boonville in about 6 months. So we're going to keep it that way. But he got me a lot of bookings in Tennessee and other places like that. Dyersburg, Trenton. Oh, man, there was like 2 other places in Tennessee I can't remember because it's been so long. It's been like 2000, 2001, 2002 maybe.
Yeah, that's the results I was seeing, yeah.
It started with him saying, hey, I need a tag team. And me and my buddy, Chun, said, I told him I could do it. Just give me a second. And I don't know. It just hit me. I come up with a bunch of rich clique kids from California that thought they were better than everybody else, and which was like completely opposite of me.
Right.
Because I could play the part, I just couldn't be the person, you know. So I knew how to act just because of, you know, seeing how, you know, that rich kids act and they think they're, you know, stuff don't stink and think they're better than everybody else. So I literally channeled that. And me and him both channeled that and turned ourselves into the Michael brothers, Brett Michaels and Chris Michaels. And we started doing Dyersburg TV, and then started that whole West Tennessee stuff and all down through there. And then it actually leaked down here. We started doing the Michael Brothers stuff down there. And then that's kind of what got everything started.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Just running around. See, I always told the guys that I helped out, you know, the more guys you work, and you know this, and you probably tell all the young guys this, the more guys you work, the better you get. The better guys you work, and then you got to have a good match with someone that don't know what the hell they're doing. So you're doing either or. You can either get better, or you can also help somebody else or have a good match with somebody. That's your main thing. Yeah. And we always did that. And that's, I mean, you got out and you was able to work a lot of people. Your name was all over the place. I was like, well, I remember seeing him and everything. But so I got to ask you if you remember this, because I got some heat for this, buddy.
Yeah, you mean I'm old now and you're asking me to remember something.
Well, that's true. My brain hurts 44. Too.
I just turned 44, so it might be. I might not remember, but I'm pretty sure.
Man, kayfabe this.
Don't be with wrestling. I can probably remember that.
All right, so I went to Mississippi, and I wrote this article, and the reason I'm bringing it up because you were one of the guys. You, Neil Taylor, Izzy Rotten. I can't think of Brian. The guys, the Flamingos, the Flamingos, about 3 or 4 more, y'all. And I said, y'all were the only ones worth a shit, and everybody else sucked in Mississippi.
Well,
I was never invited back.
Everybody's got their style, I guess you could say. But the names that you just named, literally including Tony Dabbs.
Yeah, Tony and Scott Porto. And
yes, look, everybody is still, this is 20 years later, and everybody's still in the business. They're still headlining shows in the Mid-South. I mean, we went from green guys that were just throwing matches together, and now we're all old. Now we realized how to do this stuff the right way.
Right. Well, that's a funny thing, because I went to Mississippi, went back, and there was no one. Chris is one of them too. Chris Styles. There was no one there that was better than y'all. It's just like y'all got better, and everybody else was horrible. I remember saying Bone Crusher wanted to kill me, by the way, of the stuff that I said about him. But I went back and read one of the reports, and I actually said, you know, this guy's over as I don't know what. I really don't know why, but he is over, and that's what I said. But then, you know, Neil was a guy that I was like on the fence with, but Neil knew psychology a lot quicker than y'all did.
Man, yes.
And then
He's actually taught us a lot of that too.
Yeah. Then what Neil could do was have a good match with almost any, in a sense that bring the crowd into it. He got a big pop coming out, and then he would take some heat. Then he would come back, take some heat. I mean, it was really, he knew what he was doing before any of you guys did. And so he was not as good of a, I hate to say worker, maybe not as good of a wrestler. I'm having Neil on Thursday, so he'll probably hear this and not even want to be on here. But not as good of a wrestler as you guys.
I didn't say it.
But he was a good worker. There's a difference in my mind. There's move for move. He wasn't, but when it came to putting the match together and having a good match, and that XOW match, he had one of the best matches I'd ever seen him in. I knew you would remember me getting heat for talking about Mississippi. So now we're going to commercials, and we'll be right back.
Join us on Sunday, March 7th for our live TV tapings at Top of the Line Banquet Hall. Limited tickets are on sale now at ChampionshipWrestlingMemphis.com.
This episode is brought to you by Spunk Lube. Spunk Lube is the perfect blend of water and silicone. It is an all-purpose personal lubricant that can be used for any occasion. You will love the natural feeling and look of it. It is safe for sensitive skin. Go to spunklube.com and tell them Shootin The Shiznit sent you.
This episode is also sponsored by Manscaped.com. That's right, get 20% off and free shipping with the code STSPod. That's 20% off with free shipping at Manscaped.com with promo code STSPod.
This local access message is brought to you by Uber Eats.
Waynesboro, party time, excellent! Hey everyone, welcome to Waynesboro.
Party on, Wayne.
Party on, Garth. As a local access show, we want everyone to support local restaurants.
But we'd never manipulate you the way all these other commercials do.
Oh, God. Yeah, that's really sad.
Totally. We're better than that.
Yeah, we'd never shamelessly rely on a celebrity cameo.
Right, Cardi B?
Yeah, eat local.
Or jump on the latest trend.
Eat local.
All right.
Local eats, Waynesboro, yummy time, excellent.
That's right, free delivery for selected local businesses on Uber Eats. If you use the code EATS-BrianT24790UE, that's EATS-BrianT24790UE. You share that code, I'm sharing it with you. You get $20 off a $25 order, and $10 kickback comes to us here at Shootin The Shiznit. Use Uber Eats now! All right, back from commercials. We do want to thank our sponsors. Talking about Mississippi now, EPW. Now, Dustin said this. You know, we don't kayfabe on this very much, but he said something about you. That is your promotion now. Is EPW your promotion now?
No, it's not mine. But I mean, I don't know. Somehow, I turned baby, and now. I don't know. I ain't done nothing different than I have in the last 15 years, except I turned baby and I super kicked Jimmy Blaylock. Now it's like all I got to do is just walk out and look at the crowd. It's like I'm over.
And that popboard, yeah. Well, I wish.
I mean, I'm like, where was this stuff like 15 years ago? I wish I'd have known that back then.
What? Tell me about Mississippi, about Boonville. Now, Boonville is one of those towns that, along with Trenton, Tennessee was one of those too, that has always been really old school, but continues to draw. Is there nothing to do there? Is that why everybody comes, or it continues to draw a good crowd?
No,
y'all,
man, it's the hottest thing going.
Oh, what was I telling you? I'm sorry, my bad. I'm sorry.
EPW is the hottest thing in North Mississippi, period, man. It is the longest running weekly episode of wrestling show, period, in Mississippi, I believe. But North Mississippi, dead on. It's the only one that's been going, and it's probably been running for 15 years solid. It's
got to be 15. Yeah, it's got. And did you? What about COVID? What did y'all have to stop during COVID?
They had to shut it down a little bit, and we couldn't do nothing until the governor would release a little bit of stuff, so we could work our ways in there and do a little bit of promotions and stuff like that. And then you could get out from under the COVID guidelines if you did outside shows, because then if you're outside, you ain't got to worry about your people inside of a building, a limited number. So we did an outside show in Corinth, and it drew pretty good, but it got everything rolling. And when it got everything rolling, man, it took off. It really took off. And I know we're still limited to where you can't have X amount of people in the building every weekend, but we're still drawing. It's amazing how a little town like Boonville, which is nothing but, they got a junior college and literally that's it. If you leave after the show, almost every restaurant is shut down in Boonville. Except Huddle House and Burger King and maybe Popeyes. So those are your only options. So, but literally, there's nothing. It's a small town, but there's a wrestling show there every weekend, and it's been in the same building there at least for the last probably 15 years.
Yeah, I can't remember. Like I told you, my memory sucks. I don't think I've been there. I worked IWF for. In Tupelo, I think that's where we did those tapings at. You got
Salvation Army in Tupelo,
right? Let's go ahead and put over the show. You got this coming. Is it this coming week? Y'all got a big show this Saturday night. Go ahead and put that over, and then we're going to talk about a couple more things. And I want to go over Memphis Wrestling and a few things I want to ask you about that. But you got a big show. Go ahead and put it over.
Well, this Saturday I'm going to be in Boonville, actually at EPW, and then Sunday starts the Championship Wrestling from Memphis. TV tapings. It's Sunday afternoon at 2:00. The show is sold out. They got another show scheduled for March the 7th, and it's almost sold out already. All the ringside seats are sold out for March 7th. There's only a few general admission seats left, and it's about to be gone. And the next one's in April. But yeah.
What about EPW? When is Rhino? Rhino's going to be at EPW. When is that?
That's going to be March the 13th, I believe, is going to be the Rhino. James Ellsworth and Gilbert is coming in too.
And y'all are already started building that. And I tell you, that's so smart. I sit there and watch you guys and make sure you tell people you have Wrestling Weekly. I used to go to these shows, and Brett, I would go to these shows, and they would have like Rikishi or something. I would be sitting there during the whole show. They drew 300 something people, but they wouldn't tell everybody there's a weekly show.
They wouldn't remind everybody that there's another show next week.
Right. You know what time it is? It's time to talk about our sponsor. Let me put this sponsor up. Everybody said Manscaped. I need you to go right now. Promo code STSPod. STSPod. We are in the thick of winter. Oh man, it is a big winter storm where Lance is. It looks like
2 feet.
Looks like 1 to 3 inches are in the forecast when you trim that hibernation bush that's taking place in your pants. Luckily, our partners, that's right, our buddies over at Manscaped, specialize in products to make sure you're walking around town with beautiful snowballs.
All right, so Manscaped is here to provide you with the best tools for your grooming experience. They got precision engineered tools for your family jewels, because I have to rhyme it. I get the good line. So the lawnmower 3.0 trimmer is the best hygiene tool for the modern man because of the ceramic blade, the advanced skin-safe technology. Your snags on your snowballs will be reduced. There won't be any. So the trimmer is also waterproof, so you can trim in the shower, trim in the jacuzzi if you're a savage like me. I don't know where you trim, but the jacuzzi works for me. So Manscaped's Performance Package is the best buy of 2021. It is the new and improved Lawnmower 3.0 Weed Whacker, the ear and nose hair trimmer. That is invaluable because, as we get older, the nose and the ear hair is there. Performance boxer briefs. I may or may not be wearing them right now. And a travel bag to keep it all in. So
you were just talking about the nasty nose and ear hair. They did a survey, and I think this is hilarious. 79% of the partners polled. 79 admitted they didn't like that. I think it was more like 100%. So you might as well use the best tools for the job. This bundle also comes with a crop preserver, ball deodorant, and crop reviver ball toner. Lance, just so everyone knows, we sit here, we do these commercials, and I'm going to throw this in. We use these products. We're just not BSing you and telling you to use the code. We actually use those products. This bundle also comes with a crop preserver. Also, it's the anti-chafing ball deodorant that will make your balls smell nice and make you feel like your testes are walking in winter wonderland. The Crop Reviver is a spray-on toner for your balls. It's made with soothing aloe and witch hazel extracts that you will make your balls look up at you and say thanks.
And if you guys don't do this, I will get testy just to keep the record straight here. So don't get cold feet this winter. You do get 20% off and free shipping. What a great deal with the code STSPod at Manscaped.com. That's Manscaped with a D, past tense.com. So they also have a ton of other amazing men's hygiene products on their website, from disposable mats, which I need to find out about that for your pubes, and foot deodorant. So my feet don't smell, but I'll use a good foot deodorant every so often.
Right on. 20% off of free shipping at manscaped.com. Use the code STSPod. That's 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com. And use the code STSPod. Did I say STPod? Thanks to Manscaped.
Pod.
Guys, thank Manscaped for making our winter wieners look so good. Now back to the show. Before we start, because I got some questions to ask you about Memphis Wrestling. You told me something today as we were talking on Facebook, and I'm 10 years older than you, so I forget everything. So
you lucky I remember this part.
You wrestled for me in my promotion, CCW, right?
I did. We probably did. I don't know. However many shows you had Jimmy on that he brought us up there on, I believe. I probably even went up there a couple times without Jimmy. I'm pretty sure we was running under the Michael brothers back then. But I know. One time I was your world champion.
That's what you told me. I told my wife I don't remember that, but that sounds like something I would do. I think it was Psycho that was hurt and didn't show up, so I had to put the belt on you. You came out and said you beat him, and then Christian Jacob.
Some city that we made up, and he was probably at a flea market somewhere or something, and he wasn't there to defend himself. So hey,
yes, what the hell? Yeah. And then you lost the belt to Christian Jacobs.
Yes, I lost it that night to Christian Jacobs. So,
me and Dustin have been talking about it. See, me and Dustin are friends, and everybody that listens to my podcast knows that. I'm going to be doing the podcast review show every week, tell y'all what I thought about your show, and no, I'm not going to be nice. If it's bad, I'm going to say it's bad. That's just the way I am. Y'all know
hey, that's what we need right there. We need to know when it sucks and when it was good,
But he's been talking about this for close to a year now, and it's fixing to happen, as we say in the South. But my deal is that Bret Michaels really Memphis has never seen you on TV.
No. Not on TV, absolutely.
So, how does that make? I mean, I'm excited to be part of it. They air my commercial and everything. I've been a fan forever. He's the first guy to ever say, okay, you're the kayfabe guy. We're going to do your podcast, and we're going to do this. We're going to do that. But what does it feel like as a worker or a wrestler that grew up watching Memphis Wrestling that really never, you was in between something. You never got the chance to do this. No one ever said, hey, want to do Memphis TV? And then when there was Memphis TV, it wasn't that good the last time they did it. But tell me, how's it feel to be part of Memphis Wrestling?
I mean, it feels great. I'm trying not to get excited about it, like too excited about it, but growing up watching it, and now my kids are going to get to see me on it now, where they're, my youngest one is probably at the age where I first started watching Memphis Wrestling, and now she's going to get to see me on it. I don't know. It's like a deja vu kind of thing, but it's my kids watching me instead of me watching all the Memphis greats.
It is, and there's I'm not going to gloss this over any, but I'm not going to talk about it a lot either. But there's a lot of the legends who, I don't know how to put it, they're grumpy. Okay, I'm not gonna. They're just getting grumpy about the whole thing. But Dustin has a philosophy that's pissed off a lot of people, and I'll just ask you about it because you bring in some legends every once in a while. At what age? I mean, you're looking at guys, and they're older than my mom, so they're 70-something years old. Dustin has said on 2 different shows. He was on Gene Jackson's show this week, last Sunday or Monday. It was on Monday. And so that was last night. We're recording Tuesday. Yeah, that was last night. Audio version Wednesday, so 2 nights ago. And he was also on his own show. He said this about both Lawler and Dundee. And I've said this for the last 10 years. They don't need to wrestle. We could use them as a commissioner. We could use them as an announcer. We could use them as Eddie Marlin. Oh God, Jerry Lawler's come out here to straighten it out. But what's your feelings toward that? Are they not that he wouldn't use them in that capacity, but they're getting their feelings hurt because he doesn't want them to wrestle.
Right. Well, I mean, they're to a point where, even they should understand this. They're at a point where they should be trying to put over newer guys, newer talent. Everybody grew up watching them, so it's kind of time for them to kind of pass the torch. I mean, I'm not saying nothing bad about any of them at all, because I grew up and I put every one of them over in a heartbeat. I mean,
right.
I'll lay down any of them. But I'm just saying, it kind of helps this generation look better if that generation is helping put over them instead of trying to outwork them. I mean, say you got me, I weigh 245, 250, and I'm in the ring wrestling whoever, and they're 70 years old and, Memphis Legend, they'll just put that on the card just to get somebody to come to it, just on some regular show somewhere. Everybody knows, no matter how big and bad I am, that Memphis Legend is probably not going to get his ass whooped. I mean, So, and in reality, it don't make sense. That goes back to growing up watching the territories and the NWA stuff where everything somebody done made sense back then. I mean, even Flair passed the torch many times to younger talent. So, I mean, if Flair can do it.
I talked about this. I've talked about it on the show before, but talked to other guys in this area about this. We sat down. I sat down, started thinking, and I was having a conversation with Dustin on the phone, and I was getting all fired up about this. The Legends getting pissed. And I said, who did they put over since Jimmy Hart left? Now, think about this for a minute, Brett. Think about this. The only 2 names I could come up with was Jeff Jarrett and Brian Christopher. That's all. I mean, PG-13 got over, but it was because the Randy Hells pushed them. But who else did they get over since Jimmy Hart left? I can't come up with anybody.
Really? I mean, other than, Brian was the main one they put over.
And he was over big. He really was. Because I did, when I was doing the website, I did TV ratings. And I'm going to tell you, if I was in control of television, he would have been doing 50% of the TV because people would watch his old WWE matches before they'd watch a Lawler match, which was crazy. But I knew there was going to be some controversy, and it shouldn't surprise me to a certain extent. But I think getting their feelings hurt they shouldn't have done. This Memphis Wrestling is Memphis Wrestling. It's a brand new version of it. It's the same thing when Power Pro started. Same thing when Corey Macklin started. This is just another version, an upgraded version, and I hope y'all succeed. You know, I'm fired up about it. I'm really excited about it. But you just can't keep – You said you would do the job for them, but you can't get people.
But it doesn't, like I said,
you can't do that. It doesn't matter.
Just because I grew up watching them, it just wouldn't make sense.
And you know, this area, Rodney Grimes used to do these shows where he would bring Dundee, Lawler. All right, I'm just saying, but Lawler, Dundee, Valiant did it too. Kenny Valiant did the same thing. These big names in, and as soon as the fans went and seen them old guys one time, the second gate would be half of what it was.
Right.
So that was what, 15, 20 years ago. So what,
yeah,
I mean,
that was at least 20 because when I first started, I was doing Corinth, and that was, I think it was Friday night shows. Does that make sense? Friday night shows in Corinth.
Yes.
All the other guys did shows on Saturday.
Right.
That's where I met Brickhouse. That's where I met Don Bass. I mean, holy crap. That's where I met Doug Gilbert. So I don't know. He would do that, and I mean, I don't understand, man. He could bring those guys in, and Mega Man would end up going over on the end of the day. And
no comment. All right. So, I'm gonna go. It's the first time I seen Mega Man. I lost it. I just cracked up big time. So tell me something. We got to talking about bringing in stars and bringing in the old guys and to different places. Now, EPW, I know Dundee had a run there not a couple years back. But here's what I noticed you guys doing. Since I follow y'all on Facebook, not Facebook, but Instagram, and see your show, you will put the poster up and other people. But just like you got Rhino coming in, I noticed that you guys use some of the, the recent stars or the guys that quit WWE or the Buff Bagwell or something like that than doing the older guys. Do they draw better there in Mississippi than the
Look, they booked Hornswoggle, and it was standing room only in that building. Hornswoggle, now.
There you go. Hey, my buddy Lance, I want to tell Lance, Hornswoggle draws.
And that dude, all we had to do was say he was coming, and they drew the freaking building, man. Standing room only that night. And I was like, holy crap, it's my daughter's birthday, and look, she's got a whole crowd of people here, and they're going to announce it's her birthday, too. So... yeah, it was. I mean, I don't know. Mississippi's good as long as you don't go too far back to where they won't remember.
Mm-hmm.
They'll draw. All you got to say is, "Hey, we're going to have this guy," but you put your best matches on that card of your local guys. And
sure.
Yeah. Announce several times that night. Hey, we're also wrestling here next Saturday night. Blah blah blah. Bring the kids. Bring the family show. Blah blah blah. And you just keep doing that. And that's why it's the longest weekly running wrestling show in Mississippi, period. And probably the longest one in the whole, probably tri-state area.
Right. I would almost argue with you about Dyersburg, but I don't know. Dyersburg's got a weekly show.
They run all the time. I forgot about them. And look, I've been up there and done shows for them.
That's the only place. And I know.
That's the only one I would say would give them the run for the money because, I mean.
And how long? How about LaFonts and them and Moondog and Osceola? I don't know how Moondog. He's gone, but
I don't know how they've been running.
Yeah, they've been doing it for a long time too. So I don't know how long, but they have been doing it for a long. Man, I want to thank you for coming on. This is about as long as we go every time. It's just one of those. It's called the best little wrestling podcast in the business. So that's what we do. We can bring you back again and talk other stuff. Here's what I want you to do though. Is I want you to put over all your stuff. Where can we do Instagram? Where can we do Facebook? Where EPW? Tell them how to get to EPW. How far is that from Memphis? So forth and so on.
Oof. EPW is in Boonville, Mississippi. It's probably about an hour away from Memphis.
Right on. Yeah.
If you can find Northeast Mississippi Community College, you're in the same town. It's only about 2 miles away from the college. It's every Saturday night. I think it's 8 o'clock every time. So, I mean, nothing changes. They're always trying to do something different. That way the people keep drawing, man. You can also catch me on Championship Wrestling from Memphis.
Right on.
February the 27th, every Saturday at noon on CW30 and on their YouTube channel, Championship Wrestling. And EPW and Championship Wrestling from Memphis, that's the hottest thing going in the Mid-South right now. So we're going to keep it burning.
I agree, because here's the thing with CW. It goes everywhere. Tupelo, Jonesboro, the same old circuit that you used to see with old Memphis that me and you talked about. And I didn't realize that until last night when Dustin was talking. It's the same audience that we had back in the day, except maybe Evansville and Louisville, but the same audience. And also CW30 in Memphis, Tennessee is the highest rated CW affiliate in the United States. So you are going to be on television. There's going to be a lot of people looking at you. So good luck to you guys. Good luck to the whole dressing room. I will be giving you a review the first week. As soon as it goes off, I'll have it up within an hour. We're doing Rolling into Memphis, so y'all look for that. Hey, man, I know you don't know this, but I'm going to be back same bad time, same bad channel on the best little wrestling podcast in the business. Be there. And hey, Brett, you don't know this, but everyone else does that listens. I love my mama.
Everybody love that mama.
Thanks, man. Did you enjoy that episode? Cash App us, that's right. $BTSTS. Cash App us $1, $2. If you Cash App us over $12, I'll give you 1 year of Patreon for free.
Graphic design is very important. Your logo is the first image potential customers see. What kind of impression would you want to make today? Need a podcast logo or a t-shirt design? KT does art. Her name has become synonymous with quality and professionalism in the graphic design community. She specializes in graphic design, painting, and more. She provides affordable commissions and professional quality with a timely delivery. Contact KT via email at kt_doesart@yahoo.com. Check out her Instagram at instagram.com/kt_doesart.
Hey, that was another great episode of Shootin The Shiznit. We're currently looking for contestants for Who Wants to Be the Best Shiznitter Ever Championship 2021. A shout out to our sponsors this month. And also, we have Patreon. It is only $1 at www.patreon.com/shootintheshiznit without a G. A big thank you and a shout out to Bob McGee at Pro Wrestling Between the Sheets and Gene Jackson at localstolegends.com. You can reach us on Twitter at comicbookmarkbt, Instagram BT Shootin The Shiznit without a G, Facebook Shootin The Shiznit with a G, and we're also at Cool Kids Wrestling and MMA Talk. You gotta ask to get in. If we don't like you, we'll kick you out. That's right. And you can get all the archives to all the episodes at www.stspod.club. All right, let's do a roll call of my favorite podcast. So my favorite non-wrestling podcast would be Who's Right Podcast, Po Boys Podcast, The Official Podcast, Man Brain Podcast, My Favorite Murder Podcast, I Am Fat Podcast, and my buddies over there, Richard Josh at P3 Radio. Hey guys, thanks for joining us today. And remember, keep your feet on the ground and keep reaching for the stars.